Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another unboxing video, the series where I unbox my various streetwear, sneaker, and sometimes even jewelry purchases on the channel. In tonight's video, I'm going to be unboxing a little Kapital piece that I've picked up. What I'm going to be unboxing is the 5G wool high neck sweater, the Kountry sewing machine knit sweater. Well, that's what it's called when you Google translate what it is in Japanese. I don't know if that's actually accurate at all, but yeah, the long name that it has is the Kapital 5G wool high neck sweater, and then in brackets it has, is it Kountry sewing machine? Don't know what that first word means. I tried my best, but to break it down, what essentially this thing is, it's a turtleneck knit sweater in a beautiful cream color with a very heritage cut with patches on the elbows, and as kind of alluded to in the brackets part, it's got a sewing machine graphic on the front chest there, which I thought just looked really cool. I've wanted this knit sweater ever since it released, and I think it released in the either like fall winter 2022 season or maybe even the 21 season. It's kind of sat there on Kapital's online store for a while now, and I just thought to pick it up. Well, actually, that's actually kind of a lie. What happened was that I had my eyes on an undercover Pink Floyd Atom Heart Mother all over print sweater for weeks, and then literally the week when it was pay week, when I saved up enough money and I said, yeah, I'm gonna buy it, somebody else bought it. So I missed out on that undercover piece, and I said, you know what, I've been wanting this for just like even longer. This is my chance to at least cop it, and I'll deal with not picking up the undercover piece another time and hopefully pick it up in the future. But that was my coping mechanism, missing out on an undercover piece and picking up a Kapital piece that I've wanted for even longer. So that's why we're here today, and I thought it would just be a really nice piece to wear in winter, as it is currently winter in Australia, and it's just an awesome piece all around. So I picked it up in the size 3, which I think is the biggest size. As mentioned, it comes in a beautiful cream color. It released in 2 colors, either a gray or a cream. I liked the cream more, and I just felt like, I don't know, just looked nicer in the cream in all reality. I proxied this using Zen Market, so I bought it directly from Kapital's online store. It's officially here. I need to shut up now and just get to unboxing it. So yeah, let's dive in, see how this all turns out, and I'll showcase to you guys all the little intricate details surrounding this sweater. Got my trusty kitchen scissors here to get into it. Now, because it's a knit sweater, I like to play it very, very safe and like snip into a corner and then like kind of try and rip it, because I don't want to accidentally like snip open the sweater in any way. Like I don't want to risk that at all. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's as far as I want the scissors, like close to it, you know, like I don't want to accidentally do any damage to it. So here we are here, opened up. Let's get this bad boy out of here. Very tightly packed. Nice work, Zen Market, you've done your job. Okay, so that's all in the bag, that's it all there. We'll chuck it on over there. Here is the sweater. And oh, it is actually in another bag as well. God, there's a lot of bags here. They've tried to keep it as safe as possible by wrapping it in multiple bags. I can't complain about that. That's always very nice for them to, you know, take all that extra care into making sure that it gets here safely all the way from Japan. The funny thing is that when I bought this piece, I bought it and then a out of stock notification happened on the store page when I refreshed it, but then a couple days later they had more in stock, so they must have pulled some off the floor of their Kapital stores and put them on the online store. So I must have bought the last one that was available, at least for that time period, before they restocked them. But here it is here. So this is the top of the sweater that I'm talking about. It has a very ancient, like old styled sewing machine on it, and as you can kind of see from the color, it comes in this really nice cream color. I will get it unboxed over here. Lots of plastic bags for these Kapital pieces. Let's see. Oh yeah, It says in the description of the piece, 100% wool. You can feel it. As soon as you get it, you get that feeling, you get that nice wool feeling. Yeah, you can feel it. Oh, there you go. Okay, we got a warning sign from Kapital on the tag there. I don't know if we'll bring that one up to the screen just as close as possible. This product is made with loose knit textile to maintain the product's condition. Do not scratch or fray. I mean, we all know that's easier said than done. It just happens. You just nick it on something and then it just rips. Well, in the worst case scenario, but it just frays naturally. So I'll try my best to look after it, but what can you do, really? What can you do? I'll showcase to you. That's the size, and look at that. That looks quite large. I checked the measurements obviously before buying it, but I had the feeling that it was going to be a very wide piece. But what I really like about Kapital is they have very heritage cuts. So the cuts of their pieces are very 20th century, mid 20th century. And the one thing I dislike about knits made currently is they're really long. I don't like knits that are super long all the time. Most of my knits I like super short. Well, yeah, short essentially. I was gonna say like cropped, but no, I want them short, not cropped. And this one, it's definitely like, it's not as long as your traditional knit sweaters that you'd see today. So I'm really happy to see that. The worries that I have is that the turtleneck itself, I've got a big neck, I'm a big guy, I got a big head. I'm kind of hoping that that doesn't look too goofy around me. It should fit me all right. Like, you know, like see, like, you know, it's pretty safe. It's pretty safe to make that assumption. Yeah, and oh, this was the detail that I really liked. Really made me feel like it's like a mid 20th century kind of design. Here we have the elbow patch here. Now I wish this was leather. I don't know what it is. When I look at the material choices, they only tell me what the sewing machine front cloth patch is and what the overall material is. They don't tell me what this is, but it kind of looks, it's got a very soft texture to it. I'll bring it closer to the screen so you can kind of see that it has that texture to it. It's got that like grain to it, very soft. But I like that because, you know, white knit sweater, it's gonna get dirty. I'm gonna put my elbows on a table that has a liquid on it and it's gonna get dirty. I'm very happy to have these patches on there to like prevent that and to just allow for the, you know, for it to last longer, essentially. Just allow for the lifespan to last longer. I'll get rid of this tag and then, oh, actually, they've got the tag pinned on there, so that makes it easy. I was gonna cut that off, but they've made it easy for me here in this scenario. So I'll just get that one off. Cool, fantastic. There it is there. In, undone. I want to do that up so I don't accidentally drop it and tread on it. Bam. I guess I can show you the tags as well if anyone's worried about legit checking them and stuff. I don't think it's a Kapital country piece. I think it's just a traditional Kapital piece. So yeah, it just has that very traditional tag, Kapital, made in Japan. And it should, on the left-hand side, have all the normal tags. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All the normal tags on the left-hand inner side. It's just got size 3, those tags there. Bam, bam, bam. If I flip the 3 over, it should say large or L. Yep, it says that L there. See, there you go. It says 100% wool, and then it's got the other materials mentioned for the front patch, but it doesn't have the elbow patch materials mentioned. So I honestly don't know what the elbow patches are made out of. But yeah, now that I've unboxed this comfy thing, let's see how it looks on body. Hopefully you guys can hear me from there. Hopefully my microphone can pick me up as I'm standing quite far back. But yeah, here it is. My belt's kind of coming through, but this is what I'm talking about, where the length itself, like there's my belt, here's the length of the sweater, literally just crossing over it. I find a lot of sweaters that have this kind of width in the shoulders, the width in here, they've always like come down to here or here with the length. They're just too long. I really like this cut here where it comes into about that. One thing I noticed, heaps and heaps of like width in the shoulder. Like I don't even feel all the way to the corners of the shoulder width here in a size 3. And I'm generally like the lowest I can go in shoulder width is 49 centimeters across. I have to have 49 or above. So the shoulder width on this is quite long. I mean, I could get specific measurements for you, but they're available on Kapital's website, and I don't know, I feel like nobody's going to be questioning that much. But in regards to all the other lengths, look, sleeve length, perfect. The length of it, awesome. The overall width, I mean, I don't feel like it's like grabbing me in any way. I mean, I've got a little bit of chub here, but hey, I think it's working out pretty well. Yeah, cozy. It is wool though. This is my first time wearing it, so it's gonna be a little bit scratchy. I do feel it being a little bit scratchy. That's okay. I mean, as I wear it in, as I like soften the wool and push it down with like movement and whatnot, it's gonna look a lot nicer. The elbow patches, look at that. The elbow patches, perfect. I am wearing it with the lack of color wide brimmed hat that I unboxed a while ago, and I feel like this is how I envision how I would kind of rock it, but I could wear it with like various different other hats. So I'll put the wide brim hat down, and then I will put on the flat cap that I have, the Kangol one. Like, I feel like this could work as well. Like, I feel like this is a fine look. I could even go beret. I could even take off the Kangol flat cap, and then I could go beret with it. So we go like this, which is always a tight fit. Like, we could do that as well. I could go for multiple different looks, and I feel like those three hats, because they're all black, they're quite versatile. All of them work out quite well, and they add different like looks to this sweater. Like, I feel like now I'm creating quite different outfits simply just by changing my hat shape here, which I really like. I think my favorite hat to go with is going to be the wide brim one, but I'd love to hear what you have to say about that, if the wide brim one is the go or not, but I think it personally is. My family was questioning the sewing machine on it and why it has it on there. I don't know, man. I think it's just kind of fun. What would be awesome though is if Kapital did this exact sweater without the sewing machine on it, and they just did it as like a basics thing that they did, because I'm loving the cut of this. This is exactly how I'd want like a knit sweater. The material's nice. I love the patches. I love the cut. The neckline, which I initially was quite worried about, fits. I think it fits perfectly. I was quite worried when I was putting my head through it if it was going to be like choking me or super tight, but the material's perfect. It's exactly what I want. I love it. My mate Eli was saying I should wear a leather jacket over the top of this. That's like a potential thing that I could do, but I'm loving it. This is exactly how I envisioned how it was going to turn out. I love the material choice. I love the fit of it. It's nothing but thumbs up from me. This is how I'm going to rock it. But yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on it now that I've kind of showcased it on body. How do you guys feel about it? Is it a yes? Is it a no? Do you not like it because of the graphic? Do you think it would be better as a basics piece without the graphic on it, and they just focus on the cut, the material, and the added details? I'd love to have that conversation with you guys down in the comment section below. Well, there it is, guys. There is the Kapital. I'll say the name again, but again, this is just like Google translated. This is the 5G wool high neck sweater, the Kurogane sewing machine, which I don't know, maybe is another word for a traditional sewing machine or something like that. But yeah, all my fears were kind of put aside as soon as I put it on. I was quite worried about it being quite tight around the neckline. I was quite worried about, well, mainly just that, just like the fit. I mean, as much as you can see the measurements, as much as I measured it, made sure it would fit all right, I was always in the back of my mind thinking, uh-oh, like what happens if it doesn't fit? Then I'd probably just sell it on Grail, to be honest. But like, it worked out well. I think it worked out really well. I love the added details of the patches on the elbows. The neckline is like perfect. It fits very comfortably. It's not choking me because it's made out of wool. It's just, you know, like it's thick. I like the aesthetic of old traditional knit sweaters where they have thick turtlenecks. I really like that. A lot of like merino and wool turtlenecks these days, they go really thin, on the turtleneck or the roll neck aspect of it. And I don't like that. I like the traditional heritage, like, you know, very thick necked ones. I think they look really nice. My mum bought me a knit sweater when she went traveling in New Zealand that has that like very traditional, like thick neck, and I just love it. Like, I love that. And I hope moving forward I can pick up more knit sweaters with that kind of style, because I really like it, like really thick and bulky around the neck. I think it just looks a lot nicer. I love it. I'm gonna be wearing it tomorrow. I'm gonna wear it tomorrow to work. I said that to Eli. I said to my mate that I'm gonna rock it tomorrow at work. Yeah, and like the cut, it's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want it super long. It fits exactly how I want it to. Like, if Kapital does just some nice, easy knit sweaters moving forward as well that have this similar type of cut, I'm gonna be on board, because I don't like them super long. And this is exactly how I envision it. A nice little just knit sweater that I can throw on for the winter time. So who knows, my July 2023 top 5 video where I talk about the pieces I wore that month might incorporate this quite a bit. We'll have to see. But yeah, now that I've unboxed it, guys, I'd love to hear any thoughts that you have on it, or if you were interested in this piece at all. Let me know if you were keen on this knit sweater as well. Let me know down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering all the pieces that I'm unboxing, all the pieces I'm interested in, just give me those 3 indicators I always ask you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and if you haven't already, the best indicator of them all, subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous uploads, we're trying to hit the subscriber milestone of 3,655 subscribers before the end of the month. Hopefully with your guys' continuous support, we can reach that milestone before the end of June. That's everything I got to say about this piece though, guys. I've unboxed it. I've wanted it for ages, and now I finally have it. I just got to make sure that I don't fray it or anything like that. Hopefully that won't come up. But yeah, I really love it. It's keeping me nice and cozy. Man, it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna love wearing this moving forward. This is gonna be an awesome knit sweater that I've been wanting for ages. I'm wearing this over the top of a Uniqlo tank top, just because I don't want like a bunch up of materials around here, especially on a wool piece. And I think I'm gonna be wearing that moving forward, and just gonna keep wearing it this way. But I love it. It's awesome. It's awesome, guys. But yeah, that's everything I really have to say about it. I'll link it down in the description section below if you guys want to check it out. And yeah, until the next Kapital video, until the next streetwear talk video, until the next unboxing video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.